Welcome to Wrestling Breakdown, where we dive deep into the hottest stories in pro wrestling. Today, we're talking about the match everyone has been buzzing about, CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins. This isn't just any wrestling match. It's a battle of eras, ideologies, and egos. One man is a rebellious icon who's returned to reclaim his throne, and the other is a modern-day visionary, carrying the torch of WWE into the future. But when these two finally step into the ring, who comes out on top? And what could this match mean for the future of WWE storytelling? Stick with us as we break down their history, analyze their heated promos, predict the match outcome, and explore the ripple effects this clash will have on the wrestling world. To understand why CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins is so monumental, we need to go back in time and trace the journeys of these two titans. First, CM Punk. Known as the voice of the voiceless, Punk revolutionized WWE in 2011 with his legendary pipe bomb promo. He became the face of rebellion, the man who dared to speak out against WWE's corporate machine. Punk's 434-day WWE Championship reign is one of the longest in modern history, a testament to his dominance. But in 2014, his sudden departure left a hole in the wrestling world. For 7 years, his name was chanted by fans, even when he wasn't around. Then there's Seth Rollins. From his days in the Shield to becoming WWE's most versatile superstar, Rollins has done it all. Whether he's cashing in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania or reinventing himself as the visionary, Rollins has consistently been at the top of his game. Yet, despite his accolades, Rollins has always seemed like he has something to prove, especially when standing next to a name as polarizing as CM Punk. But here's the kicker: Punk and Rollins have crossed paths before, albeit briefly. Back in Punk's WWE days, Rollins was just getting started. Now, in 2025, the dynamic has shifted. Rollins is no longer the rookie, he's the face of WWE. And Punk? He's the returning veteran, eager to prove he still belongs in the spotlight. This rivalry isn't just about wrestling, it's deeply personal, and the promos prove it. Let's rewind to 2022, when Seth Rollins, in a real-life interview, called CM Punk a cancer to the wrestling industry. Those words sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. At the time, Rollins seemed to be speaking as himself, not as his WWE character. Fast forward to 2024, Punk's surprise return at Survivor Series lit a fire under Rollins. The raw emotion on Rollins' face that night was unforgettable, a mix of anger, disbelief, and maybe even a hint of fear. Since then, the war of words has escalated. Rollins has doubled down, accusing Punk of walking out on the fans and tarnishing his legacy. Punk, in classic fashion, has played the mind games he's famous for. He's questioned Rollins' loyalty to himself, calling him a corporate puppet who dances to WWE's tune. Every promo feels like a chess match. Punk thrives on creating chaos, while Rollins counters with fiery passion. Their verbal exchanges have blurred the lines between kayfabe and reality, making fans question how much of this rivalry is scripted and how much is real. When it comes to wrestling styles, Punk and Rollins couldn't be more different, yet their contrasts might make for a perfect match. CM Punk is a master of psychology. He doesn't rely on flashy moves, instead, he tells a story in the ring. Whether it's his submission expertise with the Anaconda Vice or his precision striking with the GTS, Punk's style is methodical, designed to wear down his opponents mentally and physically. Seth Rollins, on the other hand, is an athletic marvel. His arsenal includes high-flying moves like the Frog Splash and the Phoenix Splash, combined with devastating finishers like the Curb Stomp. Rollins' adaptability in the ring is unmatched. He can brawl, he can fly, and he can grapple, but here's the wild card: Punk's conditioning. After a long hiatus, Punk's stamina and agility were questioned during his AEW run. Meanwhile, Rollins has been wrestling at an elite level week in and week out. This could be the deciding factor. Alright, it's time to answer the million-dollar question: who wins when CM Punk faces Seth Rollins? On one hand, Punk has the advantage of being unpredictable. His return has already shaken up WWE, and a win against Rollins would solidify his comeback story. Plus, Punk thrives in high-stakes matches. Remember his battles with John Cena and The Undertaker? Punk has proven he can rise to the occasion. But Seth Rollins has momentum on his side. As the current World Heavyweight Champion, Rollins is the face of WWE. A loss to Punk could undermine everything he's built over the last few years. Rollins also has the crowd behind him. He's no longer the arrogant heel, he's a fan favorite who has earned his spot at the top. Our prediction: this match ends in controversy. Whether it's interference, a double count-out, or a shocking betrayal, WWE won't want to give a definitive winner just yet. Why? Because the real money is in the rematch. So, what happens after the match? Here are a few possibilities. 1. Punk turns heel. Imagine Punk embracing his darker side, aligning with a faction or using underhanded tactics to secure a win. This would reignite the rebellious Punk that fans love to hate. 2. Rollins gets a new ally. If Punk plays dirty, Rollins might recruit someone to even the odds. Could we see a Shield reunion with Roman Reigns stepping in? 3. WrestleMania Showdown. This match could be the setup for an even bigger stage. Rollins vs. Punk at WrestleMania with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Take my money. 4. New rivalries. If Punk wins, he could move on to feud with other top stars like Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns. Meanwhile, Rollins could use this loss to reinvent himself once again. CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins isn't just a match, it's a statement. It's a clash between two of the most iconic wrestlers of their generations. Whether you're Team Punk or Team Rollins, one thing's for sure, this is a rivalry that will be talked about for years to come. What do you think? Who walks out victorious? And what's next for these two superstars? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wrestling Breakdown for more in-depth wrestling analysis. Until next time, keep breaking it down.